Hi everyone, welcome to your next 3 months reading, connecting with the soul energies for the Cancer sign. Last month there was sort of a focus here on gaining some clarity in an area, so we'll see if you got that. We're going to use the charms, and then I have a blended deck here. We'll shuffle it up, do kind of a river of cards that we'll use throughout the reading as well. If you like to just skip ahead to the messages, feel free with the stamps below. Otherwise, we'll get into the charms here. We'll see what they want to focus on for September, October, November. So your collective energies, what kind of shared experiences or situations you're kind of going through, or expect or don't expect to happen. Okay. Interesting way that you couldn't feel it. I could hear how heavy they were falling, but they were actually pulling them quite, like you could hear like a thickness on the fingers. I don't know how to explain it. Different energy than usual. Okay. Sorry, you were letting me know those ones weren't. And that's just me fussing. I don't like when my charms overlap. Okay, so let's shuffle. I'll do my best effort shuffling all of these cards together. Okay. And you probably can hear the tippy taps of my dog who needs his nails cut coming to join us. Kind of drawn to this back half here. A wealth of cards to draw from for your reading. Okay, I'm just going to take the timestamp for all of our Cancer soul energy friends. And join us now. I'm going to start with drawing 2 cards just from our river here. We're going to look back at August, see what might be lingering that you're kind of drawing into this month. Maybe something you've started. So of course it's going to bleed into the next 3 months. So let's see here. Okay. Kind of glancing back of August. There's this nice kind of gentle closure, softness to the closure, like a readiness closure feeling. Not like a hard ending to something, but just more of a readiness and closure in the sense of walking away from, or more like growth. Maybe it's growth I'm feeling, because like I said, it's kind of soft, gentle energy that I'm getting. Kind of heading out, preparedness, ready, wanting, kind of something new. There's also like, I don't know if there's a lost sense of direction, or that's part of the readiness, it's just the freedom and flexibility. So not really focused on any singular end goal, but more open to what may be, kind of feeling here, coming in from August, this transition to the season. I do like how in both cards you kind of have this building block kind of feeling, right, with the digits and the cups. For all of us that have played with the building blocks that kind of snap together. Sort of this freedom to create, freedom And I don't know if it's a longing or just a willingness, an open willingness to kind of build something new, build something different, kind of energy that we're coming in here with. I just glanced over my shoulder because I heard my dog walk by again, and he had like this spooked look on his face, which is usually kind of rare for him. So I don't know if sort of this unknown has you spooked, right? This freedom to just do whatever. Okay, where are we going to start with the charms? I'm going to start up here where the spotlight is, kind of. So changes to the plan. And this is my, more like a clock, sort of shining the light on the time, on present moment, present period. So it could be this next 3-month period for you all. Kind of your time to shine, your time to make changes, right? To adapt. Maybe you already knew that. Maybe that's why I was already feeling this kind of soft, gentle preparedness. You know, quiet and reserved, as in not really sure, but still kind of ready. So there's some emphasis here on adaptability, flexibility, open-mindedness, kind of anything within that energy realm, like making sure you're not, or catching yourself if you're being stubborn or too determined on something. You know, we can work ourselves up to being frustrated. And I feel like it's the kind of opposite energy there. You see where they're pulling me here. So changes to the plan. I'm coming over to this kind of X marks the spot, this stuck in place feeling, because they put the purple intuition on there. So it's more of a perception. So that's kind of where your focus maybe should be, is how do I move forward, right? She's kind of sitting on the ledge, and maybe that's why I was kind of struggling over here with the sensation, the feeling, the loss of direction, I think I said at one point. So you have sort of a spotlight, focus now, and then over here you kind of have X marks the spot. So again, focus here, right? Focus in on self. Focus in on what's gonna kind of set your heart on fire here, your passion center, wherever you need it, whether it's a relationship, career, lifestyle, friendship, right? Wherever you kind of need a bit of a shake-up here, a happy kind of shake-up. So they're bringing me up to the next step here with my black leaf here. This is kind of the changing. Obviously, we're heading into the season, at least here in Canada, where our leaves turn and then fall off the trees. So sort of this timing, sort of the next step, taking the next step in this season. Maybe that's why you're now prepared. Even if you don't think you are, there's definitely a strong feeling here of you are prepared, whether it's emotionally, physically, you know, whatever you're coming from. There's definitely an emphasis, a push here on September, October, November being a period for you to have some pretty significant change, right? Because it's stuck in place. So you're going to find momentum, you're going to find acceleration in an area of your life, whatever area you're feeling stuck. Maybe it's financial gain, I don't know. It could be weight loss, health recovery. But there seems to be this turning of events, right? Turning over a new leaf, a restart, new opportunity kind of sensation here. Okay, we're going to pull cards because I'm not feeling any other charms connected to those three. So it's going to be a bit awkward on card placement. Maybe I'll put them down here. I'll leave this spot open for the horse or lightning bolt, whatever it is. Together, let's see. Oh, we got 4 here. Okay. Make sure I got it in the right order. Okay. Or how they want the cards to be ordered. So these first 2 cards I really like because they're giving me that openness, the fluidity, kind of going with the flow of changes, the adaptability, coming back to that. I always, for whatever reason, kind of see these hooks as like fun little slides, kind of in this way or out that way. Those car tracks, right, where they kind of do the loop. This or that, you know, both are equally good options. And then I feel the same here with the mirror image. Obviously, we have the beautiful heart for any of you where this is the area that you feel stuck. But I had mentioned just passion, right? What's going to ignite your passion again? Is it what's your palm tree here, right? What's your wish? Is it a new job, a vacation, right? A dream vacation, whatever it might be. Kind of focusing you in here to get there. But there's like no wrong way to go about this route, this path. No wrong way. And I was talking about kind of a shake up here. And we have that ladder again. We had the ladder here in August cards, the digits, the cups, the same kind of path with the flamingos, very straight path, which is interesting since there's no right or wrong way to go about getting there. And yet it's a very straight path, but there's like this ladder that keeps showing the steps, the kind of number of choices that you'll kind of go through in this period to benefit you, to have this kind of beautiful shake-up in your lifestyle, whether it's a new addition to the home, maybe it's moving home, changing jobs, right, changing companies. So there's some kind of change here with this moving up of the ladder, kind of progress. Maybe that's the word I really just need, is it's this progress, this building again, the building blocks, laying the foundation with this beautiful message of there's no wrong way to go about bringing this about. I wonder if I can sneak them all down in here. Interesting, that's a different order than when I held them. And looking at them in this order, I like the connection here between sort of this captain outfit figure, right? Captains are leaders. Captains command, right? The destiny. They focus on where's the next fortune, where's the next goal. We're talking about ladders. So for some of you, maybe this wish is connected to some form of change in your authority or status. Could be status in a relationship, status at a company. Sorry, I'm fussing a bit because I want to make sure I'm not. Okay. That's definitely something to focus in here. And the X marks the spot is also pirate reference, right? The X marks the spot on the treasure map. Pushing yourself out of your comfort zone here. Being open, right? Getting off the ledge. Building, learning. Sort of that's the next step here, sort of the changes that you're going to be making here. Okay. So my dachshund is sitting on Wang on Heart with his tail on the focus, and he's looking away from him. And he's a directional charm. So whatever is sort of having you in this quiet, contemplative state, in the next 3 months, they kind of want you to relinquish that, at least from your thoughts. You know, it's occupying too much of your thoughts, not completely out of your thoughts, but it's obviously taking too much of its weighing, because this is where they want you to focus, right? This is where we started, even the reading. So whatever has you, whatever's monopolizing your mind, they kind of want you to release that, focus less there. It is sort of a head and heart situation with the love and peace. This is where we're struggling back and forth with choice. That's obviously why it's weighing on the heart, and probably monopolizing a lot of your thought, because you're trying to figure out how to manage, or sometimes we spend a lot of our thoughts communicating what we wish or want to say to someone, and kind of releasing that. If you're not going to say it, kind of just let it go from your thoughts, and get that inner peace again. They're drawing me up here to the opera house. So this is distance, and maybe that's why it's weighing on your heart, because you haven't talked about it. It's a situation where there's distance or silence has been happening, but it's connected to a party, a reminder you need to hear, and a past life here. And there's some creative juices flowing with the orange, brilliant orange. That's creativity, that's solution oriented. So it's a past life. So even if you don't believe in past lives, this is just past experiences. So, a hard truth. So maybe the root cause, the reminder is a situation that happened at a social gathering, happened in public. Party just means multiple people. So maybe multiple people know about it even. And you just need a reminder that you've kind of been here before. Either you've successfully distanced yourself in the past life from this concern, right? You were able to kind of release it from your thoughts, or distance yourself from the situation, the social drama maybe, or you're just gone quiet. The solution is just for you to kind of be quiet. Sometimes things are best left not said or unsaid, right? Not everything needs a response or a reaction as well. So if someone's trying to pull you back in, like goad you on, right? Trying to get you to talk to them again, because they just like to feel your energy and see their impact on you, to keep that silence in place, keep that distance in place. You've done it before with this past life. You've done it before successfully, kind of distancing yourself, and so that you can have your peace here. Yeah, okay. I think those are the ones connected. So just want me to dig a bit here. Okay. Yeah, this is a card that always makes me think of like your social network, your innermost circle. This is our soul's crystal capsule. So this is your innermost circle, those you trust the most, and sort of I'm kind of seeing like, what's that game, telephone tag? So the more something's being said, the more it's being manipulated, misunderstood, misinterpreted. So like either clear the air, or just, you know, walk away from it. So it feels distorted. Or maybe this is your thoughts that I see kind of distorted here. The weight on your thoughts, everything just seems like very fractional. Could also just mean you're getting just bits and pieces from people, and you're not really getting the full picture. So either get the full picture, or, you know, just let it go as hearsay, gossip, whatever it is, interference, right? Look at you intuitively tuning in over here. Just notice. Kind of looks like those audio waves, right? The ripple effect. But you're centering yourself. That sort of inner peace. You're distancing yourself by focusing on here, not this is you kind of inside your soul crystal, right? You're ignoring what's on the outside, and you're rebalancing yourself here. I don't know, maybe you got somebody or someone's, like a collective group, kind of whispering things in your ear that I don't think you need to be concerning yourself with. You can just go ahead and distance yourself. Like I said, you've been here before. Like, it's nothing new for you to kind of walk away from a ongoing conversation or a group and just kind of isolate. That's probably the reminder here. Just remove yourself and isolate. Keep yourself balanced. Don't let any interference happen right now. Not in this period. Not when you're climbing this ladder, building these foundational blocks here. Okay. So we have both lightning strikes and this was meant to happen quadrants here. I'll start with the lightning striking. So a wish coming true, a dream coming true, which obviously will lead to happiness. I've yet to see a dream come true, which is sadness. So some beautiful delight. It's going to be serendipitous, kind of happen overnight kind of energy. You'll receive it when you least expect it or when you need it most. Kind of energy. The news will come in and strike when you're ready for this change, right? This was meant to happen has my sort of gluttony pig charm. So this is indulgence, opulence, abundance. So whatever you're dreaming of with regards to, you want a lot of it. So it could be wealth, love, attention, nature, right? Travel. Could just be progress. Maybe you just want progress. Because they keep drawing me back to the staircase here, the ladder, the climbing that you're doing. It's okay to be a little greedy right now with, you know, chasing your dream here. So this is like title promotion, salary increase, a change in lifestyle where you'll get more access. Kind of doors opening here for you where what is meant to be. And now this is where they want you to focus, right? This is your shift, your shift out of where you're at, coming back to that topic with the lifestyle changing. Kind of focus on that preparedness, strength, bravery, courage that they want you to embrace now. Okay. I keep thinking this charm is connected because it's touching new opportunity, but it belongs with that one. So there's a bit of a encouraging push here to go ahead and be a bit greedy in chasing this dream. Like, now's the right time, right? Now's the right time to change up your plans, disconnect from whatever this network, this scenario is, and go down your own path, right? Chase this goal. kind of have the plan kind of in front of you here. Maybe that's what you did in July, August, the last period. Maybe you've been kind of getting ducks in the row, kind of putting everything in place so you can climb up, right? Building your ladder, building your steps. Now you can easily climb up. Courage, bravery, creativity over here. Meant to happen for you. So it's okay to, like I said, okay to be a little bit greedy, no ego, but like entitlement, like you know, and you feel this is right for me, I'm the right fit for that. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. You know, universe approved. Okay, yeah, look at that. Universe approved. Look at you standing at the end of your rainbow here. Look at you walking away from your network, right? I can also see this is kind of like microphones. So you gaining popularity, recognition, notoriety. Your expertise is being seen. You're being heard. You're being sought after. Whatever that wish is, right? You're attracting attention, and everybody kind of wants the value that you have to give here. Look at the focusing in on yourself, right? The courage and bravery, right? He turned the sword on himself. Courage and bravery to focus in on what's going to make you happy and joyful and feeling prosperous. Intuitively, you know, and then here you are, confidently after these next 3 months, by the end of the year, standing in full glory, right? You got your foot on your mountain hill of wealth here. Different perspective, right? Even if we just pause here and look at your journey. Ready and preparedness, heading out and kind of tuning into your path, and then full achievement. Check, check, check. Nice, strong. No wonder it's a straight path in these cards for you. Very direct route. I guess I can peek it in here. I just don't know where I'm going to fit the horse in the... Okay, we'll go up here. Just kind of sneak them in. I'll use that spot for the last couple charms here, last message. Okay. Nope. Okay. So you have a loved one coming in here, a supportive loved one. The butterfly is always lifting the toe up, so this is taking a step forward. That might be why you're sitting there, right? So they're the encouragement to be the captain. Who's that captain? Captain Morgan, right? He has his one leg up on the barrel, or one leg up, ready to take that step. So you have a loved one coming in here for you with a show of support, okay, and encouragement. You know, this is someone that knows you need to hear that from them, from the other side. So my little pony here, my quick-moving pony, is running away from addictions towards new opportunity. Addictions, try not to go too harsh or too dark in this area. This is just intuitively something that you know isn't serving you, but you keep giving into it. So like health-wise, this past week, someone in my life kept complaining about some ongoing ailments that last time we tracked it back to dairy. And of course, this time again, they indulged or overindulged in dairy after they know they shouldn't. So they kind of paid the price, right? So there's this intuitive knowledge, intuitive wisdom, gut feeling that you know you need to stay away in order to keep yourself open to new opportunities. New opportunities just means better, right? better than current status. So feeling better, which means you are now open and to social gatherings, right? You're open to doing something that day because you're not feeling lousy. You're not stuck in bed. So a little loved one here kind of giving you a push out of this, whatever this is. It could be the just kind of obsessing and indulging whatever is weighing on your mind, on your heart up here, and focusing in on you, because that's a new opportunity. This is all new opportunity for you, kind of the change in lifestyle. We'll see. We'll take some cards here. We'll get some additional info from your loved ones. Oh, coming over here. Okay. Look at the leg up. That's the stance I was just seeing in my head, the Captain Morgan stance. Oh yeah, right there, Captain Morgan stance. I love it. I love how they've emphasized this being the champion, right? Being the captain, being the leader, steering where you're going next, the confidence that you're exuding here, right? As you walk very determined and focused towards all this wealth, prosperity, abundance. Everything you kind of need and want and desire is coming out of the cups, right? The nourishment here. Nourishment of the soul, the spirit, body, heart, whatever it is. Oh, look at the change in story here. Look at you protecting your treasure, right? X marks the spot. You know exactly what you need to do now. Look at your eye on the prize, the lighthouse glow here. And I had rearranged the card so that he's looking at this wish, this new start, this legacy, this foundation, right? A tree, the roots. This is the building blocks again. So you're tuning that out again. You're tuning this out. Naysayers, skeptics, your inner critic. You're like, nah, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to be for the next 3 months. That's who your loved one sees you as, right? This is who you are. Okay, well, Cancer, a little bit longer reading than the other signs, but I think very important messages for you guys. Really, it's just taking that step, right? The Captain Morgan, just take the one step. You know what you need to do, so kind of set to task, and we'll connect in next month.